Chelsea fans, 5-minute news, straight to the point, no waffle or BS. Lukaku, Broja, Saul Niguez and Militao. Interesting. Without further ado, let's get cracking. First up, apparently, according to Team Talk and rumours going around at the moment, Chelsea have placed Real Madrid centre-back Eder Militao as one of their targets on their summer to-do list. And this guy, I have to say, for me, no thank you. Based on the 2 games we played last season against Real Madrid in the Champions League, when, I'm not sure if you remember, but we actually won it, he was useless. We got to be honest. He wasn't great, was he, Militao? Cannot for the life of me understand why we're looking at this guy. Yes, okay, he may be improving at Real Madrid, but for me, I think that when you're looking at centre-half and at the calibre of the centre-halves that you've got, you need players to be physical, need to be mobile, they need to be able to handle the Premier League, the pace and power of it, going up against your Burnleys, no disrespect, going up against your big centre-forwards. This guy, for me, was up against the likes of Pulisic, the likes of Timo Werner, Ziyech, Havertz. Didn't pull up any trees for me. So, my own personal opinion, I cannot understand why we're after this particular guy because I don't think he was that impressive. What do you guys think? Militao to Chelsea this summer? Post your comments, comment section below. Second story. As reported in The Star, the Daily Star in the UK, how Chelsea flop Saul Niguez is turning things around as the club consider a £30 million deal. Now, we all know Saul Niguez's first appearances at the club were a bit of a nightmare. He got substituted at half-time in his first game when he looked way off the pace and struggling. And for the couple of months after that, he just looked like a fish out of water. We have to be honest, no disrespect to the guy. I'm not being horrible. We want him to succeed, as we all do with Chelsea players in a Chelsea shirt. But this guy just looked as though it was never going to work out for him. Something happened towards the end of the year and in January, and this guy has just sort of come on leaps and bounds. He looks like he's got some confidence. It looks like he's getting used to life in England and the Premier League. And he's been really good. I have to say, he's been impressive. His work rate all over the pitch is good. Getting involved in some tackles, passing is good. And he is improving. And he's becoming the player that we've all know from afar that he is. Saul Niguez, as we all know, the loan move was with a view to buy at the end of the season. And I think that this guy could have a part to play, an important part to play between now and the end of the season. Bearing in mind, we've got the 4 centre midfielders that we rely on. You're looking at Kovacic, Conte, Jorginho and Saul Niguez as the main ones initially. Then you're looking at Loftus-Cheek, who's impressed this season, but hasn't really featured much of late. Saul Niguez is showing a desire, a willingness and a hunger, and we're beginning to see that in his performances. So, £30 million deal at the end of the season for me. If this guy can keep improving and get to a point where he's back to being the player that we know he could be, I think that's an absolute bargain. It's a long time between now and the end of the season. I understand that. What do you guys think? Let me know. Comment section below. One person who has impressed this season away from Stamford Bridge is Armando Broja, the centre-forward who's out on loan at Southampton. They all love him. Southampton, the fans love him, the manager loves him. According to the Mirror, Chelsea News, Romelu Lukaku replacement identified as Declan Rice bid ready. Now, they're talking of the fact that Chelsea could be cutting ties with Romelu Lukaku in the summer after the fallout from his interview. The uncomfortable apology on Chelsea TV has come out and all that sort of stuff, as we saw. And I wonder, will Chelsea look to cut ties at the end of the season with Lukaku and think maybe he's trouble? Will they want to protect their investment and say, no, we've invested this amount of money, we need to give him some more time, get him to settle down into life at Chelsea under Tuchel? But the general consensus is that Broja has made such an impressive start at Southampton and to life in the Premier League, scoring goals in the Premier League, that this guy could be brought back into Chelsea for next season. Is that going to be too early for him? Or is somebody like him be given the chance as Tammy Abraham was under Frank Lampard that first season? The second part of that story is obviously Declan Rice bid readied. We keep being linked to Declan Rice and like the £100 million deal, but we have to remember this guy was sold by Chelsea. It's going to take a lot. Bearing in mind what's happened with Lukaku and him coming out and saying what he did. I'm not too sure that Declan Rice, a bid from Chelsea will be made. I'd like to see it, don't get me wrong. I think the guy's different class and quality and will add that bit of bite in the middle of our midfield. What do you guys think on Lukaku replacement being Broja and Declan Rice this summer? Him or Saul Niguez, or both? Let me know, comment section below. So guys, that's it from me. 5-minute news video, short and sweet. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, and you like the idea of this particular format, subscribe to the channel, but then make sure you also drop a like on the video and post your comments in the comment section. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for more 5 minutes next time.